Hi, my name is Amy Smallers. I am a certified high performance coach and CEO of Strategic Market Insight, and welcome to this week's episode of Reflective Fridays. Now, as the title suggests, the topic for today is decision points. We have hundreds, if not thousands, of times throughout our day where we're making decisions and choices, and some of them may not always be conscious, but we're always making decisions. So it's interesting, though, as human beings, it's in our nature to accept the positive ones and take ownership and say, yeah, I made that great decision. Isn't that, makes me feel good? Isn't that awesome? And build up that positivity. But how many of you and how often has it been a time where you either had a negative thought or lashed out or said something that you maybe shouldn't have said, and then you blamed an externality, either another person or something else for making that decision? So as humans, it's harder to take ownership of those negative things. Now, a small example. So this morning, I was a little time crunched getting the boys onto the school bus, and I take full ownership of that. I didn't quite have the best time management this morning, but it got to be where we had about 5 or so minutes before we had to leave, and I was like, guys, listen, are you buying lunch today? Are you taking lunch? You have 5 minutes, we got to figure this out. And they're just kind of standing there and like, why is Mama acting so crazy? So I took a minute, I turned around, I grabbed my cup of coffee, took a breath, came back, put a smile on my face and said, okay, gentlemen, do you want to take lunch? You want to buy lunch today? What do y'all want to do? And from that moment, and just that couple of second break and interruption of what I was doing, I saw them relax and say, okay, Mama's not so crazy. And then we came up with what we were doing. But there's been other mornings where I may not have taken that breath, may not have taken that moment, and would have said, will you please just tell me what you want for lunch? And raise my voice. But I also would have said in my mind, well, I only raised their voice because they weren't listening or they weren't answering, so it's their fault. They're the ones that made me raise my voice. When in actuality, I was the one who chose to raise my voice. So I'd like you to take a moment and think about a time where you made a positive decision and you were so happy and proud of yourself for doing that. Right? And I bet y'all have smiles on your faces just by doing that. But now take a moment and think of a time where, again, you said something maybe you shouldn't have, lashed out, or even tried to plan something that may not have been so positive. And what did you blame for that reaction or for that thought? Did you blame, or instead of blaming, did you take ownership that you had that thought and that you had a choice in how you're going to react? Or did you say, they made me do it, it's not my fault? And the whole purpose of this is to not make you feel bad or to make you think that you're an awful person, because you're not. We all go through this, and we all have these points in our lives to make decisions. Again, hundreds if not thousands every day. And so what I'm sharing with you is a way to at least be aware of, if before you do something or before you say something, you have a choice on that. And again, the positive ones are easy, and those just come straight, and we're proud of those. It's the other ones that are tougher, that take a little more time to get some awareness and to realize that we really do have decisions. So thank you so much. I thank you and honor you for watching this week's episode of Reflective Fridays about decision points. And if you take time throughout your days to just assess, did you really recognize that you had a choice? What type of choice did you make, and how did that make you feel? That's a great step forward onto getting on the road of fulfillment and just making yourself better and happier and helping those around you. So again, thank you for spending time with me today. Don't forget to like or share the video, and feel free to go ahead and click that subscribe button so you get this video or the weekly episodes in your inbox every week. So thank you again, and don't forget to start and end every day with a smile.